Good morning. I'm sorry I'm late, guys, because I wasn't well yesterday and I finally washed my hair. Yeah! Oh, it feels so good. Yeah! Uh, oh, clean, clean, clean. So I haven't been feeling well, so I couldn't bring myself around to doing it yesterday, and I thought the message would probably be shit if I do try. So I wanted to make sure that it is so aligned and so in tune with what you were needing this week. So let's dive in, my lovelies. So as always, center yourself and bring yourself back into your breath, connecting within. And just settling down, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can close your eyes at this point, and then when you're ready, you can open your eyes and just see where your eyes are drawn to, which pile. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. You may find you choose a pile with your eyes, with that gut feeling, with a number. Just allow whatever comes up to come up and stick with that first feeling. Welcome, pile number 1. So guys, let's have a little looky what we've got for you. We've got transformation. Oh, we love a transformation. Oh, paired with growth. Oh, it gets better. And spiritual abundance. Yes. Oh my God, I'm loving this week for you guys. This is just, oh, so much of the feels, you know? So it's like, it just feels like everything is coming together. Like I'm seeing this, like the way she is holding her hands there. It's like, you know, when you get excited, you're like, oh, she actually has money in her hand there as well. So financially, there may be a benefit, but it's just this abundance, this beautiful abundance that is coming. Pairing that with growth. So, you know, that is what is happening right now. You are growing. You have come through a transformation. This is probably been very uncomfortable, very sticky feeling, especially with the full moon. I felt like the full moon affected me like a week or so before the full moon. So you may have found that it was like a week or two where you just didn't feel right, or things have been coming up and made you feel really uncomfortable. That's what transformation does. It puts you out of your comfort zones. It pushes you through. Oh, the dog's by my feet. She's all over the place. Um, so you're being pushed through these elements, pushing past everything that has been coming up, but now it's like you're coming out the other side. This week you are coming out the other side of this. So please know that this happiness, this growth, this change, all of this is all coming into alignment this week. There is also a beautiful sort of ignition and elevation within your spiritual self and practices. You are developing, you are growing, and there is this just beautiful journey that is about to start, that is developing, is growing. So if you're already doing spiritual work, your connections and your communication is going to become so much stronger, bigger, more powerful, more defined. It feels like it comes into clarity, like you're seeing things so much clearer. And it's just so beautiful, this growth within you as well. It feels like such a great personal growth, as well as growth in all sort of especially the spiritual element side comes up really strongly this week for you. But there's a personal growth that is linked with it as well. So it's you are growing, you are transforming and developing, and you are just blossoming. You are coming into that. I'm seeing a bud closed, but you know when it just starts to open. So you've transformed, you've created this new bud, this new journey, and now it's starting just to slowly start to open. So you're going to grow into that, you're going to blossom into that, you're going to be beautiful. It's going to be so wonderful to finally get there. to finally feel like you're getting somewhere because you've worked so long and it's been hard, and you've got to that point recently where it's like, am I even doing the right thing? What am I doing here? I don't know where I'm going. There's been a lot of sort of self-doubt, self-criticism, and even outside sources making you feel like, am I doing the right thing? So now it's like you will start to feel it within of, yes, I'm so aligned with this. This feels so right to me. It just feels so perfect and what you've been waiting for. It really does feel like what you've been waiting for. So know that this week there's going to be big shifts, big changes, these big aha moments, and I see a lot of white. So these are new starts, fresh start, clean slate, powerful and spiritual. Yes, that's what I love. And then on this card, I have to read this out to you. You may want to keep this in mind this week. Thank you, angels, for blessing me with infinite abundance. So you may want to use that as your affirmation this week. I will read it again for you. It says, thank you, angels, for blessing me with infinite abundance. Such a beautiful spiritual development here. It just feels so powerful and true. It just feels like you finally go, yes, I know that was spirit. Or it's like something's going to fall into place and you're like, yes, this is my path. It just feels so aligned, so beautiful, so divine, so divine. I actually want to read this card as well. A time of rapid growth, a surge of energy, a lot going on in all directions. Know that this time is propelling you forward, a steep learning curve. I feel like you're coming out the other side of this steep learning curve and coming into your own. Beautiful. So that is what I have for you guys this week. I'm excited for you. Please let me know if this resonates in the comments below, and I hope to see you here next week. Welcome, pile 2, to your weekly guidance reading. Let's see, we have whispers. Oh, you know this is my fave. The whispers of the wind, the whispers from your soul. I love it all. And then you've got elements of air, the air element. And trust your vibes. I'm seeing where this is going. I can see. Trust your vibes. Okay, so you are being so strongly guided to listening, to hearing, to just be present. Be in that silence as well is a key thing for you guys this week. That silence. And if you struggle just to sit in silence, you can have silence by going outside. It's about putting your phone down, turn that TV off, even put that book down, because sometimes we're just trying to distract ourselves all the time, but we're not actually just sitting and listening, or going out for a walk and listening and seeing and tuning in with the body, tuning in with what's coming up, tuning in with what's going on. And this is your biggest thing this week. You need to embrace the air, and the air is also linked to the mind. So the air element is strongly linked with the mind, the thoughts, the overthinking, all of that side of things. And if you look at her here, she's tuning in, but you could also read this as like, oh, I'm stressing out, I've got so much going on in my head and I don't know which way I'm going, and oh, should it be this way, should it be that way, should it be this way, oh, well, if I did that, and if I did that. There's a lot of that's been going on. So for you to step out of that, to get rid of that energy, you need to trust in yourself. Trust in yourself. This feels like you need to hear that. Trust in yourself. Trust in yourself. I can't help it. It just keeps coming through so strongly. And it just, like, I could sit here for a minute and just keep repeating that. I feel like that's what you need to do with yourself. Sit and just repeat that to yourself over and over again, because you know what you need. You seem to be trying to go to other people or trying to find answers somewhere else. No, your answers are within you, and you need to stop and you need to listen. So you're getting a finger wag. You're like, I feel like I'm telling you off. Like, just fucking stop. And I'm guilty of doing this. So don't feel like, oh my God, no, no. No, we all go through this, and we are human. So don't ever judge yourself or feel guilty for the way that you are. But there are things that you can do to help yourself, to bring yourself back into that alignment, back into that quiet, back into coming out into that awareness and what's going on internally, checking in with your body. What do you need to hear? What do you need to know? What do your instincts tell you? What's your gut saying? What's that little voice trying to tell you? Because that's what you've been avoiding. It may be uncomfortable sometimes, it may be something you don't want to hear, but sometimes it's something completely different out of nowhere, and you're like, that could work. So you have to take that time. Meditation would be amazing for this. Yoga is also very good, but just some kind of gentle exercise. If you can't sit and do those things, if you don't enjoy doing those things, find something that's similar but works for you. But make sure that it's this gentle, quiet, easy sort of vibe. So gardening is another one, or just going out for a gentle walk where you're tuning in, though, you just being within yourself, listening to those thoughts and what's going on and what's coming up, because it's important. You have to acknowledge these things for you to be able to move forwards, to release, to hear, to know, and find that guidance that will be kind of underneath that first layer. The guidance will then come through once we break through this barrier that seems to be blocking you. So there's a lot more heart-led that needs to come through rather than mind-led. So really try and listen and tune into your energies of you. Allow inspiration to come to you, because that's when you will find your inspiration. If you're doing anything, you feel like you're hitting a brick wall, it's because you need to stop and come out of that. You need to take yourself out of this situation, put yourself in a place where you can listen, where you can be in that silence and just tune in. I want to read this to you, and it says, "Thank you, angels. Today I choose to trust my intuition and your guidance." I'm going to repeat that because you may want to use this as your mantra for the week. Thank you, angels. Today I choose to trust my intuition and your guidance. I love it. So that's what I have for you guys this week. Please let me know if it resonates in the comments below, and I hope to see you here next week. Welcome, pile 3. Let's have a looky what we got for you. We have harmony, feeling connected, connection. Right, and I've given you an extra card because I felt really drawn to this card after I picked this card. So we also have Archangel Jeremiel, the miracle of forgiveness. And then we have study and learning as well. So, pile 3, what do we have for you? I feel like there's like, let me just tune in a minute, guys, and see what we got here. Right, so there is this, there's a few different things going on. I feel like there's a few different sides or elements that comes up here. Okay, so for you, I'm really drawn to the miracle of forgiveness first. This feels like something is coming up right now. This could be the past, this could be present, but something may be brewing, maybe coming back up to the surface that needs addressing. It needs forgiveness. When you forgive, it does not mean you are giving, you're not saying that it's okay for whatever they did to you. You're just giving forgiveness and finding that love and peace in your heart again. Because for you guys, pile 3, it feels like there has been a block that has come up and you haven't been able to get through it, and it's almost because something is holding you back, and it comes to this element, this situation that needs forgiveness, and there is a deep healing that can come from forgiveness. It is a powerful thing to to know, to understand, and to be able to do. And that's where it comes into this connection, this feeling connected. We are always connected to other people as well. So by holding that, we are staying connected to somebody. We are keeping that connection alive, and it can be draining and suck energy out of us. So imagine like a cord from me to somebody else, to you even. And there's that connection there then. But by holding this maybe hatred, anger, whatever it is that you feel towards somebody or a situation or something that has happened, by going over it and over it and over it in your mind, or hearing it over again and going over things, you are not allowing yourself to get past this. You are not allowing yourself to heal. So forgiveness is a powerful tool to be able to master and to be able to understand. And this archangel Jeremiah, I'm not sure, but he comes in and he helps you understand the process of forgiveness. That's why he's here. And I love the light that he holds, because he's bringing you that light again. You may be coming out of this darkness, stepping into this light, but it's also about this confidence, the solar plexus, and it comes in as a healing around there as well. But I don't know if you can see this, but he's got a little dot on his third eye there. And to me, that is also a healing within your intuition, your guidance, that sort of inner knowing, your third eye, that extra part of yourself that knows you need to heal, but maybe your conscious mind has kind of been going, nope, nope, don't forget this, he did that, don't forget that, they did that, and brings up all these things that makes you want to not forgive. So it's a process. And that archangel is coming in for you and helping you this week to understand the process and go through this. And the harmony card comes up because that's what he's bringing. He is bringing you this harmony to understand that everything is connected, and he is opening up this beautiful sort of gateway for you right now so that you can heal. You know, you have to open it to be able to heal. You can't get through it unless you feel it, to experience it, to know it, to acknowledge it, and to forgive it. So trust that you will be guided to this and to go through this for a reason. So this week may not be the most comfortable week for you, but it feels very powerful and very, very healing. So obviously you have free will, and it is up to you whether what you choose to do. But it may be that you have heard this a few times, or it's come up before for something, and now it's coming up again. So know that if it keeps coming up, it's something that really does need to be addressed, to be worked through, so that you can move forward. And this harmony comes through because that's what you will get at the end. The end of this process will bring you a beautiful harmony, beautiful peace within you, a new realization and a new outlook on life, an understanding that you couldn't grasp before. But this week is setting you up to really understand this, so that when you move forwards, you are going to be able to deal with situations so much more easily. And there is a great growth that comes around this, beautiful personal growth around this, coming back into alignments, feeling stronger, and also that flexibility. You know, whereas before it's like you would only be like this way about this situation, whatever it is for you, very sort of tunneled vision, but you kind of see a flexibility through this process. You may be sitting there thinking, no, Katie, that's not going to happen. But as you go through it, it takes time. And by the end of it, it's like, oh, okay, I can see maybe how that happened, or they said that and I took it this way. And there's a lot to it. So yeah, so there's that comes in so strongly and beautifully for you. And then that study and learning, this is what I'm getting, is that there's a great learning that you will take from this situation, take from this healing, so that you can move forwards. But for some of you, there may actually be an element of going and studying, because you will be leaving this behind. You will be cutting that cord, so it's no longer a part of you, it's no longer holding you back, so that you can move forward on a new journey, a new direction. And studying may be a form of being able to get you back on your feet, putting you somewhere else, getting you into a new situation, and that just feels beautiful as well. And this one says, thank you, angels, for allowing me to see that every day is a learning day. And I just feel like you are so sort of embraced by the angels. Her wings just make me feel like she is hugging you, supporting you, guiding you. And this golden energy in both of these is so beautiful. And to me, when I get the gold, it is a beautiful sort of understanding, learning, absolutely, and these new beginnings. So this is all coming together, and there's a healing around your solar plexus that will come into play, a great sort of shedding in a way, and letting go, and understanding that you just couldn't understand before starts to come in. And at that point, your heart really starts to heal, and that is when everything really starts to open up. That harmony, that peace, that growth, all of that comes in and allows you to develop even further and heal even further as well. Beautiful. So that is what I have for you guys this week. Please let me know if it resonates in the comments below, and I hope to see you here next week.